Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's EDC, and today we're taking a look at the Vosteed Corsair. This is a Axis style lock knife coming from Vosteed here. You can see the design is what I think is quite attractive. You have this little thumb ramp going on with a really nice drop point blade with the swedge coming back. Overall, I think I personally really like this design. You have some little flares like the three lines milled into the micarta here, and you can see you have a reversible pocket clip, making this a fully ambidextrous knife. The pivot collars are a nice touch too, and the not plain pivots. You can see there's kind of a machined head going on there, like a tri-way pivot kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call that, but you can see it there. You can also see that this guy is in Nitro V, so a nice budget steel that performs better than quite a few of the other low tier steels, so to speak. Pocket clip has the logo here on it, which you can see right there. It is a deep carry clip, though it doesn't carry all the way deep. The recess screws are a really nice touch, which is always great to see, and it works pretty well. You can see it's fairly low profile. You might have a hard time getting this into some thicker pants, but I personally had no issues with it during use. Speaking of use, the blade stock on this is not overly thick, and with that swedge and a very tall flat grind on here, maybe flat, yes, probably a flat grind, potentially a very shallow hollow grind, this cuts very well. You do get quite a thin edge on it, and this glides through material pretty much no issues. Now, in my large size hands, you can see how this handle fits me. It's just about a 4-finger knife, really like a 3.5, and my thumb goes right to that ramp, choked up like that. I have my pinky on here for sure, though if I was in a little bit more of a relaxed grip, I'm kind of hanging off here. But for me, it's the most comfortable to hold it in this position, this saber kind of grip that keeps the clip from giving any hot spots, and it gives your thumb a spot to land on that ramp, which has pretty decent jimping with just a little bit of pressure. You can definitely feel the edges of that just running your thumb across, but the pressure helps keep that in place. As I said, the geometry of this is pretty nice, and being nice and thin, it makes it slice with no real issues. Now, something that I do want to talk about, you can see the action there, is pretty damn good. This guy has, this might just be like a touch of blade play right now. It's pretty solid actually. This Axis style lock is quite strong in terms of the spring tension that it has going on. It takes a little bit of effort to pull this guy shut as compared to, say, some Benchmates. Definitely a lot stronger than the Benchmates I've owned in the past, and this is kind of similar to the clutch lock, the way it feels from Kaiser, which I think is the best implementation of the Axis style lock, period, on the market right now. They really do a great job nailing the detent, so to speak, or the tension that it takes to break this from the closed position. You can kind of see the snap back in place there, and that force to overcome that, it's not super hard. Like, if you're pushing out like this, it's very easy to fail, but if you're pushing upward, this kind of snaps out, and that's really great to see. And it's also quite easy to reverse flick this as well. So despite not being crazy strong in the lateral direction here, which you can get it, but you can obviously fail it. If you're pushing perpendicular, straight upward on that thumb stud, it comes out really nicely. And yeah, overall, it feels really good. That extra bit of tension on the close makes it feel more secure, and flicking it open is no problem at all. Now, the brown micarta is kind of a cheaper micarta, as you might expect from a more budget-oriented piece, but it still feels nice in hand. Will still take a nice patina over time. I can feel the fuzziness here in the middle, and then where the edges have absorbed more oils and been in more contact with the hand, it's slightly polishing and is less rough, so to speak, in those spots. Certainly feel the fibers less on those edges, which is one of the beautiful things about this handle material, which makes it one of my favorites. But yeah, the Corsair overall, I would say, is a pretty nice piece. It's not something I would own personally. Just a budget Axis style lock is not my jam. Axis style locks in general really aren't anymore at this point. But this is really well done, and I'm really glad I got to check this out. And I hope you guys decide to check one out in the future as well. Yeah, Nitro V, Axis style lock, kind of hard to beat. As just a general good everyday carry budget type knife. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. This has been the Vosteed Corsair, and I have been Corey with Stafford's EDC. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.